Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. And today we're going to talk about Black Panther, and I'm sorry it took so long because I was trying to get this guy to level 80 before I actually gave you guys a review of this character, and he looks absolutely spectacular. I love the aesthetics of this uniform. I think they did a wonderful job on it, but he's really a whole lot more than just looks. He's actually quite strong, in fact very strong, and probably will become an ABL or ABX meta. He's probably going to replace Moon Knight. I can't confirm that, but I do believe you're going to see some videos very soon where he probably will be able to do it. Now, there's a few caveats to this character. For example, he's not exactly, I mean, he can play with a proc, but it doesn't really feel optimal to play with him with a proc. He definitely seems like he's going to be more rage oriented, and his survivability is definitely quite the issue for this character. This dude can die very quickly, which is kind of a critique about the uniform. I really wish they would have made him tankier, but we'll get into that here in a little bit. So you guys can see that he has 55,000 physical tag. You see his stats are pretty much maxed out. His ignore defense, I mean, it's going to be fine considering I got 22% pierce on my account, and nothing really special in the build. These are just 5-star physical attack Uru, so I don't really have an optimal build, or I have an optimal, but it isn't really a good build on him per se. The heart of this character is his tier 3. This is where you do the most damage. So if you have a rage on this character, you're going to be able to easily use this thing every other rotation. However, with a proc, you can still do it, but I'm going to be showing you guys some gameplay with a rage. Now, his passive is still decreased base damage received by 15%. This is what his old uniform had, and I think they should have bumped this up to decreased damage received at least by 30%. Man, they should have made him a way tankier. This is the king of Wakanda. He wears a Vibranium suit. I mean, this guy can take a lot of punishment from some very powerful supervillains. However, yeah, he's not going to take a lot of punishment, especially at level 80, because he just takes so much damage that he can die very quickly. But the guaranteed critical rate by 50% really allows him to enter into that rage over and over and very consistently, especially on top of all the hits that he does. The dude just procs rage over and over, which is actually very nice and helps him be more consistent in damage, especially in something like ABL or ABX. The 2, no big deal. The third skill, we have the plus 1% accumulation. I'm not going to complain about the accumulation because he's very strong. He's got a lot of damage, a lot of power. That's definitely something that I'm not going to complain about because his damage is actually very good. His 4 is 5 seconds of invincibility and gives him an all attack by 50%. Before I believe this was 40%. He actually gains an extra 15% attack from his skills in total compared to his old uniform. And what I don't like about this 4th skill is that you're rooted. Whenever you do the 4th skill, and this is where you're going to put your proc, you are literally out in the open, not in an iframe, and you're rooted. And this can cause him to take a tremendous amount of damage. The 5th skill is a nice iframe. It's got a nice attack buff, and then you have that 20% heal. This again could have been way better. We're really in a day and age where I think you should at least have a 30% heal. I don't think 20% is really enough, especially with a character that has decreased damage received by 15%. And what I really think you're going to find with Black Panther is that, yes, he's very strong against World Boss Legend, but I really feel like he's really designed for ABL and ABX because he does have some major survivability issues in World Boss Legend. And the truth is, there's just other characters that have better survivability that you can actually use instead of him. And then his passive does give him the 100% chance to increase critical damage by 20% on a critical attack, right? The critical damage increase is also really good for him. Now, his tier 4, this is actually very good for him, especially regarding survivability. Yes, he'll get more damage, but the survivability is really where it's at. Not only will you have more HP, more physical attack, but having that extra heal is really going to aid in his survivability. It's going to make him so much better. So whenever you're playing with Black Panther, you really just want to go 2, 3, delay, 5, slight delay when he does the slashes, and do the 4th skill. And if you notice, that 4th skill is just rooted, as I said earlier. That damn thing just sits out in the open. But after you do the 2, 3, 5, 4, then you're just going to do the same thing. 2, 3, slight delay, 5/4, and then tier 3. And the tier 3 really is the heart and soul of this character. That thing does a ridiculous amount of damage. It is so strong. And then again, that's kind of why I believe a rage is just really good for him, because you're going to be able to hit that tier 3 over and over and over. You're going to be able to land your proc, no problem with him. And then he's really consistent because of that guaranteed critical rate by 50%. I only have a stage 6 Power Ranger Hawk, so he isn't fully leveled up. I have no artifact. And then we're just running a regular CTP of rage, because this is more than likely what a lot of people are going to run with on this character. For World Boss Legend, yes, he's strong, and yes, he can do high levels. But the dude dies very, very easy. His uniform is actually at Mythic. And we look at these uniform options. Cersei is okay, but she is quite outdated at this point in time. Dr. Octopus, this is very outdated. You have Thena. We can actually change this. Go ahead and change this to ignore defense, so that way we can max out our ignore defense. I should have done that before, but I didn't actually do it. So let's go ahead and queue that up right now. Try to get a little extra ignore defense, and hopefully this will clear it up very, very soon. And it did. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And then we have Miss Sinister. This is a terrible, terrible character. And then we have critical damage with Supergiant, who is very, very outdated. But there will be players that are going to have her. They are going to have her at Mythic because she was a meta for a long time. So for those players, she's still going to be really, really good as far as the uniform option is concerned. He also did gain an extra chain hit damage by 20%. This is another thing that makes him a lot stronger compared to what he was before. But the super armor and the increase all basic defenses is the same as it was. So we're just going to go against Null. We're just going to try to do a live run. Hopefully we don't die with old boy, but he should be okay. We're just going to try to do a stage 64 clear. You can use him right here. He can actually use him right here in 85 and above. And he will be a lot easier to use instead of someone like Moon Knight. But Moon Knight actually can take advantage of Weapon Master's leadership, whereas Black Panther cannot. You'd actually have to use a different leadership other than him. But his damage is better than Moon Knight as far as, just a level 80 versus a level 80. But let's jump back down to stage 65, I believe, or 64. And let's see what he does, all right? Let's find out, let's find out. All right, we're going to do that again because old boy pretty much died. So we got to do this again, man. He dies so easy. And boy, I really wish they would have done something about that. But we'll go ahead and start with that 2, hit the 3, delay, hit the 5, slight delay, and then into the 4. And man, that 4 just leaves you so rooted that, boy, you can take a lot of damage. And boy, it's not fun. It's not fun. You really want to avoid the toxic meteorites at all costs. So I'm kind of getting away from it to make sure I don't get caught. And since I'm playing on my emulator, I don't have the co-op map. And I really just kind of waited to hit the get the proc on the rage by using that 5th skill. There we go, there we go, there we go, there we go. I mean, that tier 3 just does ridiculous damage. We're going to get out of here. And we got caught, of course, by the time freeze. Yeah, we really want to get away from the toxic meteorites. Really want to get away from that. We don't want to be there at all. There we go. It is nice that he has super armor. That's good. But you see that right there, the tentacles come flying down. That's what I mean. Like he's in such a vulnerable state half the time because his only iframes is his tier 3. Like that's really where it's at when it comes to this character's survivability, because if you're using the 2nd skill, if you're using the 1 skill, if you're using the 4th skill, he's just wide out in the open and he can take a lot of damage. And that 20% heal just really doesn't cut it. It just does not heal him up for enough, right? Or it doesn't give him enough of a heal, right? We're going to go ahead and use our tier 3 here, try to get a bunch of damage. Come on, come on, come on, come on. There we go, there we go, there we go. Now I'm going to go ahead and switch my character here. Sometimes it's kind of difficult to see what's actually going on. Okay, and we're going to slip through there. There we go. Just try to avoid taking any damage. Now you can get interrupted sometimes. Here we go, use that tier 3. And boom. I mean, every time you do that tier 3, that thing just does ridiculous damage. It's so strong. Boy, oh boy, if he gets caught though, God almighty. There we go, there we go, there we go, there we go, there we go. Now I'm just going to kind of escape here. So hopefully we can get one more attack. There we go. Hit that tier 3. I mean, the bars just start flying, guys. We need to get away from old boy, though. Now I'm going to go ahead and switch. Right? We just want to get a little bit of damage there. Good thing she dodged that arrow shooting at her. Right? So I'm going to switch to Taskmaster here. There we go. And then we're going to switch to Black Panther. Boom. Perfect. And now we can hit that tier 3. Okay. So we'll hit the 2 first. Oh, man, we're going to get frozen. Oh, crap. We do not want to get frozen in any way, shape, or form. Believe me, that is not good. Now, here's something that is good about the force skill. Because it's rooted, you actually will not cause the purple attack to be actually in front of you. So, I mean, there are circumstances where being rooted like that and being out in the open is a benefit, but boy, it's a risky gamble, my friends. It's a risky gamble. Booyah. Now, right now, we cannot attack at all because Black Panther will die. He can't handle this at all. We've actually done pretty good with the life, though. We have a lot of life, which a lot of times you'll find when you play with this character that you're not going to have a lot of life a lot of the times that you're playing with him. He's going to be lacking quite a bit. Okay, let's get over here. We're actually running a little bit slower time than what I've done in my practice runs. He's actually doing a little worse this round than what I've done before. I've actually cleared this in about 4 minutes. Booyah, right? So it's a little bit slower than what I normally clear. Usually, like I said, I clear this in under 4 minutes. But I mean, that is damn strong. On my account, with my Valor level, that is very, very strong. If I had a fully awakened Isolate set on the sky, like if I was to put a Mighty Destruction or a Mighty Energy on him, he would do more damage. You can play with a proc with this character. I just went in and decided to put a Rage on him. Just to see how he would perform, because I do feel he's more of a rage-friendly character, but I'm actually really happy with the character other than his survivability issues. This is a character that I honestly wouldn't want to play in World Boss all that much because he just dies, but he is super fun. He has really cool skills and he has a whole lot of damage. And that's why I pretty much think that he's going to end up becoming an ABL, AVX meta, but time will tell if that is going to occur. So guys, let me know what you think about Black Panther. And I do stream on Twitch at 9 p.m. GG+7 time. Link in the description below. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Y'all take care and have a good one. See you everybody. Take care.